Godfrey of Bouillon and the First Crusade, 1096 to 1099. Godfrey of Bouillon was a prominent leader of the First Crusade, a Christian military expedition launched in 1096 to reclaim Jerusalem from Muslim rule. He became one of the most celebrated figures of the Crusades and was known for his piety, military prowess, and leadership. After the successful capture of Jerusalem, he was declared its first ruler, taking the title Defender of the Holy Sepulchre rather than king. Godfrey was born around 1060 into a noble family in the region of Bouillon, in what is now Belgium. He was a skilled warrior and initially served as a vassal to Henry IV, Holy Roman Emperor, during the civil wars in the empire. In 1095, Pope Urban II called for a crusade to aid the Byzantine Empire and reclaim Jerusalem. Godfrey answered the call, selling much of his land and using his wealth to assemble a large force of knights and foot soldiers. Godfrey, along with his brothers Eustace and Baldwin, led one of the main contingents of the First Crusade. His army traveled through Hungary, the Balkans, and Anatolia, facing many hardships, including difficult terrain, limited supplies, and occasional skirmishes. Godfrey played a key role in the successful siege of Nicaea, a key city held by the Seljuk Turks. At Dorylaeum, Godfrey's forces helped secure a decisive victory against the Seljuks, opening the way for the Crusaders to advance deeper into Anatolia. The siege of Antioch was one of the longest and hardest battles of the First Crusade. Godfrey was instrumental in holding the Crusader army together during the long siege and later during the counterattack by a large Muslim relief force. In June 1099, the Crusaders reached Jerusalem, which was then controlled by the Fatimid Caliphate. Godfrey led the assault on the city, and after a brutal siege, the Crusaders breached the walls and captured Jerusalem on July 15, 1099. The fall of Jerusalem was followed by a massacre of its Muslim and Jewish inhabitants, which was typical of medieval warfare but has since become a point of major historical debate and criticism. After the capture of Jerusalem, the Crusaders offered Godfrey the title of king, but he refused, saying he would not wear a crown in the city where Christ had worn a crown of thorns. Instead, he took the title Advocatus Sancti Sepulchri, Defender of the Holy Sepulchre. Godfrey ruled Jerusalem for about a year, establishing the first Latin kingdom of Jerusalem and laying the groundwork for its future governance. He worked to fortify the city, establish Christian control over key sites, and negotiate with surrounding Muslim leaders. Godfrey died in July 1100, possibly from illness or poisoning, and was succeeded by his brother Baldwin, who became the first king of Jerusalem. He is remembered as a heroic and devout leader who played a pivotal role in the success of the First Crusade. Over time, his reputation grew, and he became a legendary figure in medieval literature and Christian tradition, often depicted as the ideal knight and crusader. Godfrey's leadership was crucial in maintaining the unity and morale of the crusading forces. His military strategies and personal bravery contributed significantly to the Crusaders' victories. He became a symbol of Christian knighthood and piety in both historical accounts and later medieval legends. Stories about him often portray him as a noble and just leader. If you are a fan of this and stories like it, be sure to like, comment, and subscribe for more.